Thank you, Tunnel. Unfortunately, my VoIP, my face wear is not working. Otherwise, this would look so much more epic. Usually I can track my face onto the character, but today, alas, we cannot. So now I am just like one of you, whose face does not move. And instead I just do creepy eye movements all the time. The telepaths, exactly. Alright, we might have to get someone else to give us a fire extinguisher. Because I don't think I'll be able to pick a fire extinguisher up. Because of the female character. But we will see. Look at me matching my now I was gonna do we might have dodgy frame rate from time to time, and I was gonna do Vulcan, but Vulcan I can't use my Vulcan the frame rates are good, but I can't use my reshade in Vulcan. But I've managed to increase my view distance separately from other things because of the new graphics settings. Look at this. Object view distance, ultra. Object detail, high. Of course, we could change that down to medium. Detail textures. See, we'd have to do different performance tests to see how this all affects the frame rate. But I'm just happy if I don't get pop-in, really. And the other nice thing, of course, is now it tells you about how much your VRAM usage is, you see? So it shows me that I've got 8 gigabytes of a potential like 10, but recommended 9.3. So technically I could go even higher, but I'm pretty sure it's, you know, the performance has more to do with other things as well, not just the textures. But at least it solves the VRAM issue that some people have. I mean, it doesn't solve it. The VRAM is very high. It's a high VRAM requirement for the game currently. Oh, well done! Well done! Sneak does indeed let me pick up the fire extinguisher. Okay, so we have a fire extinguisher now. Alright. Should we just push it? Woo! Whee! Nice. Well, the smoke is behaving quite nicely. Like on the surfaces and stuff. Oh my! Is this a new version of the Vulture, guys? Sorry, a new version of the ship? Cool! Passenger variant confirmed. I don't think that's how this is supposed to go, but you know. weirdness in the Zeus? Ah, some fizz area problems. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at the engineering screen. What's going on here then? Oh my. Okay. So it's a bit like a 1980s mobile phone game? Alright, components. Okay. Atmosphere, temperature, pressure. Wait, so if I turn off the life support in this room here, where am I? It doesn't have a UR here, does it? Right, I've turned off life support. Helmet off. I appear to be okay. Maybe because we're not in space? Oh, what's all this? Disabled, disabled. Maybe this is the life support. Fuel, hydrogen, empty. Let's turn it back on, I guess. So how do I know if it's off and on just by looking at the screen real quick? So I have to highlight over things to see the status of everything? I'm kind of surprised it doesn't have little pop-outs. I have to click on everything. Right. Cooling system allocated. Life support consumed. Is that going down? Hull health is full. Fuel is empty. Okay. Cancel all these alerts. It's like mobile phone alerts, but okay. Preset configurations. Okay, nice. Okay. Cars, I thank you for the follow. Okay, just, I guess, configuration ship working? Alrighty, so. Let's sit in here and see what's going on then. Oh. So that's quite annoying, isn't it? Because now it opens up the map even closer to your ship. But does it actually help you to do that? Does this actually tell me anything? I wonder if anything goes red on here. I feel like we just need a separate engineering screen in the Mobiglass. I'd quite like my map just to be my map. You know, like just you open it and you get the map. I think we need another page for engineering, or like, you know, ship stats. Like ship management page. Yeah, like see here, you should probably click this and just have a ship status page instead of opening the map every time to this. Because how many times you're going to open that and then scroll out? So many times. Right, has the engineering panel changed? Diagnostics. with filters. Oh, more mouse clicking on screens. Okay. Oh. How do I zoom into this? Like if I just want to look at it close. Oh dear. Yeah. Is there any way I just like, if I double click? How do I just want to zoom in on that? I still need to work on the, like if I just want to look at the screen. What if I hold shift and, no, that's not. Maybe I have to look all the way over this way and then zoom in. It's not ideal. Oh, I can turn things off. Okay. Ah, so we've got this back. We used to have this with the triangle system, where we could turn things off and on using a screen like this. So I can turn things off and on. I don't know what that means. 99. Any idea what that means? It's a weird looking symbol. So damage? No, that's health. Oh, that's wear and tear. Oh, obviously. Obviously. Wear and tear. Okay. They could have maybe just had like a clock or... I don't know. I mean, honestly, if you asked me what would be your symbol for wear and tear, I don't know if I could have done any better. It's a bit of a weird one. Right. Because you'd think it would be a health symbol, but you can't use the health symbol because of, you know, actual health of things. Okay, so is my ship operational? Seems like everything apart from the quantum drive is indeed on. Wow, that's like a lot of pips now. I feel like that's more pips. I don't know. Switch to nav mode. Okay, shields are gone on and quantum drive is on. Alright, we're away.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Do you reckon I can get this guy to shoot at me? Oh, nobody's there. I have to set settings to medium again. The frame rate's a little bit meh. Wait, Alt-C. Oh, so we're missing something that tells me I'm in cruise control mode. So the HUD's a little bit wacky. Okay, let me switch to medium settings, just for the sake of frame rate. I definitely had better frame rate in Vulcan, but I don't get reshade in Vulcan, so I chose this instead. Just go to medium preset. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, okay. Well, that crashed the game. Well, I wonder if it put medium settings on. We'll see. Okay. Reloading. So I guess, I don't know what, I guess it was changing a lot of graphic settings and it crashed. In DirectX 11. So you might crash in DirectX 11. I don't know. Can't tell what caused that exactly, but definitely something in those settings changing. It didn't like it. But I guess we're also seeing reshape compatibility as well. So let's go in here, graphics, and set it to medium in here. Okay. DirectX 11. Okay, all settings are on medium for the time being. So this is kind of what I think the settings are in live. Although I think it'll be great for these guys that give performance videos on YouTube, because they've got so many different things to tinker with. Let's hope we are back in our ship as we load back in. Fingers crossed. Oh, by the way, I wanted to run a test. Right now it shows 62 viewers. Okay? Everybody type 07 in the chat. I want to see if the number goes up. Somebody was saying something about Twitch and like the numbers stay low if people don't chat. But I'm not sure. I want to see if the number goes up. I tell people, like, I have a lot of lurkers. You know? There's a lot of lurkers. A lot of people just like to sit and watch and listen and, you know, poop in peace, you know? I don't want to get in the way of that. No, it didn't change. In fact, the number went down. So, yeah, I don't think there's much to it. I missed the face cam. What face cam? My face? No, you don't want to see my face anymore. I got old, bro. No. People saw. I have posts of me speaking and everything from SitCon last year. You go look at my face there. You used to RP with your tune. No, but I do RP with my tune. I do. But it's broken. Because we're in the testing universe. I think I'm falling. There we go. It's broken in the test preview. It's even in the title of the stream. It's in the title, damn it. Camera's been broken for 5 minutes. I'm the worst streamer ever. Right. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we need to get ourselves in a bit of a scrape and a scrap. This is going to become very annoying. Cloud Imperium Games, we need an engineering screen on the Mobiglass. This will be very annoying. And like a dedicated map that when I push the map button, I see the map. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Right. Let's fly to Damer. You don't need everything on the Mobiglass. I think a good ship status screen would be A, better than looking down here. Like, I don't have to interact with the information, but I could see it. Like, if you're gonna give me 2 screens in a cockpit, you know what I mean? But hey, look, you have an engineer? Okay, fine, you have an engineer. I get it, you know? We used to have 4 screens in the cockpit. We used to have 4 screens. I want to go back to 4 screens. I think we need 4 screens, or minimum 3. I don't think 2 screens are enough for me to have a good understanding of what's going on in the ship, because there's no screen in Star Citizen that just gives you a good idea of what's happening on your ship. Now, here's the engineering screen. Okay, so... apparently something got fixed, but I didn't fix it. I haven't fixed shit. Right. So, here's the end. This is what the engineering looks like at the moment. Everything seems to be 100% health. But see, this is the problem with putting screens. Look. Like, you know the usual walking away from a screen? We get all the same problems with that, right? And then, now the map's way down there. I need to recenter it. And why is that blurred out now? What have I done? Oh, it's because I moved... Oh, so you can move really close to the screen, and then it blurs out. Oh, that's a good screen distance. Well, at least you can look at it from different angles. Oh, it flew. Oh, where has it gone now? Yeah, I don't... the 3D thing seems like cool, but I'd like a 2D simple version as well. You know what I mean? Like a very... Just info. Just info. Like 2D info. That's quicker. Yeah, like Star Trek. Oh my god, like Star Trek. Yes! L-cars. Oh, L-cars. And see, animations like this, as lovely as they are, I think they could get you killed. I think you can get you killed. Remember, you're doing this in combat. So I feel like there should be a way of me opening up everything. So I see radar, power, cooler. Like, why don't I see all these things, my main components? I feel like I should see my main... I should have a way of looking at my main components. Hey! Why can't I see that screen with all the bits on it? Why can't I see that status screen with all the bits and turning things on and off? The one that's on the pilot's seat. Why is that not there? Hold on. Yeah, where's this? See, this would be good. Something like this would be good to have, like on the side of the map. On the side of the map to the ship. And then you click on this and it takes you straight to that on the map. You see? You get like a summary of all the bits and pieces. But the map is, the map doesn't have that. See, you should have the ship on this side, right? And then all those components and the on-off and the health down here. Right? And I just scroll through my components here. Got my filters, everything. And then I can just, you know what I mean? Nothing here summarizes what's going on. This screen doesn't help me at all. Really? It looks cool, and I can click on things, and that's minus something C, I don't know why. Okay. But this is tiny. Look at this alerts thing. The alerts thing is tiny and I can't make it bigger. And I have to scroll all the way through. This is the only thing that gives me a summary of the component health. Like, I'm guessing like something goes wrong, it comes up here. Now, if I click on this, does it go to the component? Look, even when I click on these alerts, it doesn't go to the component. It doesn't go to the component. So, you know, what if I click on this? Okay, so clicking on this expands it a little bit. But you know what? Why not expand that all the way? It doesn't expand it that much, does it? Right. So then, why is there not a clear all? There's got to be a clear all for this. How do I clear all alerts at one time? Like, why am I clicking this 100 billion times? Not necessary. Right. Items. Doors. Oh my. Okay. See, I see what they're doing. So they're using the ship. They're using the rendering of the ship, and then they're making it skeletal. And it's... So this is my ship. This is rendering a version of my ship that, like, this is my ship, right? And then it's just putting the skeletal structure in this terminal. It's a clever system. Guaranteed. And it's going to live update because of what my ship is doing. It's live updating. It's like, almost like basically rendering your ship visually twice. Kind of. And it's clever, right? It's all the same. This is, if they put the full, like, 3D and everything, this would look like my ship. As if I had a camera on the outside of the ship. It's a clever technology. But it's not very fast. And it's not very functional. Currently. As nice as it may look, I think there should be a 3D version and a 2D version for sure. And a version that doesn't move. Like, I don't move it. It's just in a really good angle. I can see everything on the ship. You know? Almost like you know, like when you go on the airplane. You go on the airplane and you see like a visual, like a cartoon visual of the airplane with the emergency exits and all that kind of stuff. And the airplane's at kind of an angle, and you see all the emergency exits and all the important information on the airplane is on that. That would be great. You know, just a page that looked like that, right? And then it's only one side. It's only one side. And then on this side, we've got the same. You just copy paste the screen that's on the pilot's seat with the component, the durability, the health, on off, down here, and I just scroll through. And if I click on something, it'll take me to that component. And then I scroll down more, and I click on it, and it takes me to the next component. I scroll down more, and it takes me to the next component. You know what I'm saying? You know, just UI interface better. You know, quicker. This, okay, fine. At least I don't have to scroll. Finally a page where I don't have to scroll and I don't have to zoom. Finally a page that just shows me everything I need to see on one page. But where's the numbers? Where's my numbers? I've got no pool of power. Again, information that is provided to the pilot on the pilot screens is not presented here. I don't see my full power pool. I don't have a highlight of I don't think this drops right now, Quavith. I think that's later. That's going to be a later thing. And I don't see, you know, again, I don't see... It'd be nice to be able to pop out a you know, at any time pop out a status bar. Like on the pilot seat. Like on the pilot seat. But again, this is showing me less information than I actually get on the pilot side. Wow, okay, that just opened right in front of me, okay. Because I don't see my overall power pool here. Right? I don't see the number. I don't see the power. In fact, you know, you should always have your power health. You should have the status of your power, your actual power generators somewhere. Like, you know, their health. It would give so much context to what you're seeing as well, you know? Like, when I take these away, does it go anywhere? No, it doesn't go in. Oh, it goes into here. So this is... Ah, so this is the representation of how much power I've got to spend. Interesting. It's just visual. It doesn't give me numbers. Can I turn on numbers? Can I turn on numbers somewhere? Can I see numbers? Okay, I can't see numbers. Okay. Right. So, a lot of work to be... No, okay. I'm not going to say a lot of work to be done. I'm not going to say a lot of work to be done. I don't know how much work it is, actually, but... Okay, so, for the current engineering panel... For the current engineering panel, copy-paste this, stick it on the left side, and when I click on components, it takes me straight to that component. Maybe that's the least work required to massively increase the functionality of this of this. You know, instantly increase the functionality of the screen by having that screen that we already have in the pilot seat. You know, done. Improvement, right? Half the screen, right? And maybe you can make it full screen, and you can make the map full screen. A bit like what you do on the you know, when you're doing the cargo screen, how you can make one side big and the other side big, and you can have half and half. One side big, other side big, half and half. Right? Great. Super. Okay. When I open my Mobiglass, map should be a map. Map should be a map. Just want to see the map. Just want to see the map. There should be another button I push to see ship status screen. I should be able to see the condition of components, this thing, whatever this is, and, you know, any emergencies. So, when I'm running around like this, around my ship, and do whatever I'm doing, I can just quickly look at the status, and then, you know, right? I don't see, maybe it changes the gameplay. Maybe it changes the gameplay too much, as far as the speed at which people can quickly understand information about the ship. Maybe, but see, I feel like running back and forth to this display, getting in an animation, then touching to start the animation. You know what I mean? I feel like we're dying. I feel like we're dead already. You know? I feel like the fire has consumed the ship, the people have boarded, and right now I'm being attacked from behind with a man by a man with a knife. You know? You know, whereas maybe I could go hide in the bathroom, right? Shit, they've opened the door. You know what I mean? Shit, they're coming in. You know? Oh shit, the power core's down. Oh shit, you know, come on. It's... I know we don't want it to all be on the Mobiglass or whatever, but like... The ship is my life. Ship is my life, and I have everything else. I have health, I have comms, I have contacts, I have my journal, I have my assets, I have my rep, I have my wallet, I have my landing, I have my vehicles, I have my Finleys. It doesn't matter. Like, let's just, you know, come on, like, make it livable, make it usable, make it friendly. Oh shit, that's outside. Close. Right. Speed, momentum, quickly understanding things, adapting. All great things in video games. And it all comes down to your UI and how quickly you can understand the situation you're in. You're getting fired at, you're getting shot at, you're getting, you know, somebody's trying to board your ship. I need to be able to understand information at a speed that's as quick as a guy can fire a laser beam. Because that's what I'm up against. I'm up against a guy firing a laser beam at my ship. I'm up against a guy who's clicking the mouse button. I need to understand information fast. Okay? As a captain, as a leader, as a whatever, I need to understand information fast. I haven't seen a system yet that allows me to understand information fast about my current status, my current situation. Apart from, like, maybe I'll see some damage here and things like this. We'll see. And apparently I can't go to Daymar because I've got no power. I think I just broke my quantum drive by jumping. Okay, we're back. Look, I engineered. And we're not moving because the engines are off. Here we go. So I would say we need to move back to 4 screens. I have been very much against the 2-screen scenario unless you can provide me with screens that have more useful information on them. You cannot justify reducing the screens in the game just for the sake of visuals. Used to be 4 screens in ships, and we used to have this. You know, you could have this screen, you could have your comms screen, you could have your target status, and you have your ship status. Okay? Now, the reason why this is important is because at least in this scenario, I have, even though I'm scrolling through a website, even though I'm getting shot, I'm getting lasered, I'm getting missiles thrown at me, I'm scrolling through a website, right? Even though, right, at least I've got something. You know, at least it gives me something. Now this is the tragedy of this. This is the tragedy of the century. Having to scroll across this. That is a travesty. There had to be a better way of doing that. Because that's just not happening in combat. It's just not. Right? There had to be a better way. You know, I almost want to say there could have been like almost, let's say, like a triangle. Right, anyway, let's not go there. Right, so let's go to the OLP. So yeah, 4 screens. 4 screens, we need to go back to 4 screens. They've been trying to get rid of screens in cockpits and putting all this, like, you know, floating stuff in your vision. What kills the immersion for me is having this floating stuff in the top of my screen, right? I would much prefer to see the 4 screens come back. And I think there's an argument to be had that we need information. If you don't provide me with displays that can show me exactly the information I need when I need it, then I need more screens open so that I can see the information I need somewhere. Because it's life and death stuff. It's life and death stuff, and you can't be worried about scrolling through menus. Right, here we go. Let's see if we can take a bit of damage here. Let's see.
Shit.
Let's see what engineering's about. Is he gonna shoot back? Gonna shoot me? Oh my god, what is this? Arc Raiders solo mode? Everyone's friendly? Hello? By the way, my god, what does Crusader look like? Weird. Oh my god, they're just blowing themselves up now. Oh! Oh, they're shooting that guy! Shoot me! Yay! That's it. All right. So let's go into the website. Let's browse Amazon.com and see all the products available. Okay. So we didn't take any damage yet. Let's throw ourselves into nav mode. So shields are now off. Let's go next to something that looks mildly threatening. Let's see if we get... Oh my god, this ship's spinning around and all kinds of stuff. Oh, I think there's maybe one guy alive. Getting shot at in Star Citizen has never been more difficult. Oh, you like that one, Dalton? Maybe I'll just have to damage the ship myself. Here's a Polaris, look. Somebody on the Polaris? Ah! Okay. Right. Maybe I can ask them nicely. Hello? Hello, Mr. Polaris? Oh, hello. Hello, can you hear me? Oh, it's not him. Is it him? Who's... Aha! Hello! Can you hear me? Nod. Oh, yes. Nod if you can hear me. Nod your ship up and down. That's it. Here, I'll take my shields down. Oh no! Okay, that's good. I think stuff's happening. Stuff's happening and I've got no idea. What does it say? Needs repair. Okay, so how do I know? Reactor critical? What the hell? How's a reactor critical? He shot me twice. Oh God. Oh, okay. Wait, where's the power thing? Oh jeez. Oh, it's on fire. Oh, it's on fire. Okay. Right. Oh, we're having a meltdown. Alright, put the fire out. Okay. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh. Ah! Engineering. It's a tough job. Right, am I? Oh, I am dead. Yeah. Okay. So he was able to make my reactor go critical, right? So, what in that scenario? Okay. What in that scenario? What information did I have in that scenario to fix the problem? Do you think I had any time at all to look at an engineering display on a wall, move my mouse cursor around a 3D model, individually select components, and then categorize the best solution or categorize the damage?
Welcome to the ASOC.
And immediately send myself into action to fix the problem. You know, this is what we have to try and, you know, figure out. Was there a scenario, like when I was sitting in the cockpit, and I understand experience will play a part, understanding your ship, learning your ship, you know, all this is amazing. All that is amazing, and that will become a thing, and that should be a thing. But in that scenario there, was there anything apart from a reactor critical? Was there any information that I was getting? Like, could I open the Mobi-Glass real quick and figure it out? Did I hear any specific alerts coming from a specific area of the ship to prompt me towards that location? Was there anything like, you know, in Sea of Thieves, for example, I hear water coming through the hull of the ship. It directs me to the place that I have to patch up or fix, right? Of course, there's multiple different locations where there could be holes and there's water coming in. And what Sea of Thieves does is it has small holes, medium holes, and bigger holes. Each make a different sound and have a different visual. That allows me to visibly and audibly triage the situation at a super quick, in a super quick scenario when there's cannonballs flying at the ship, and maybe I have to go and fire back. Maybe there's going to be somebody coming onto the ship. You know what I mean? Triaging the situation, triaging the problem, to be able to quickly understand where I need to be and when.
Your vehicle has been
Needs to be an extremely high priority when it comes to this kind of gameplay.
Stand by.
Super, super, super high on the list is
Location.
what is the player's understanding of what is happening to them. Because it's very simple when you're sitting in the pilot seat and you see your shields going down on a display screen. And it's very simple when you're shooting at another ship that you can see your lasers are firing and the pip is going green and their shields are going down. You understand that you're doing damage to the other ship. These are visual and audio things that are helping me understand what is happening in that combat situation. Engineering has to have this level of understanding of both visuals and audio, because it is also part of combat. It is also part of combat. So the information and how the information is given to the player has to be of such a... Of course it's extremely difficult. Of course it's extremely difficult to do this. I'm not saying it's easy. It's not easy. But it needs to be such a high priority
You are clear to launch.
when, you know, the actual technology starts working and stuff and everything's working or whatever. But the communication of the what is happening to the person ship in combat has to be such a high priority. And we cannot be scrolling through websites. We cannot be scrolling through websites. We cannot be looking for a new television, or, you know, at the right side or the left side of the website. We just can't be doing that, right? You know, in combat. Ideally out of combat too. It'd be nice for it to be, you know, convenient.
Thank you. And please visit again.
Too few screens now. If you know, you've removed screens with the intent to declutter, and then you've given us full web pages to interact with and scroll down and click on. So you've got to choose. You've got to choose. You've got to choose. You cannot simplify. You cannot take away a method that you had of communicating information to the player and then clutter up the limited availability of space for you to show the player with information. You know what I mean? If this is going to be the way forward, you got to move back to 4 screens in ships. I can't see another way. And I do not want my entire screen to be filled with alerts. I'll tell you what, see, of course Star Citizen is more complicated. But in Sea of Thieves, there's nothing on my screen. There's nothing on my screen. And somehow I know what is happening. If my whole screen has to become alerts and God knows what else, and filled with, you know, text all over the screen telling me, oh shit, you know, it's all gone Pete Tong, then I guess it solves the communicating of the information problem. But now you've just added more shit to the screen. You know? ultimately, I think it's just a there's a little bit there's got to be a little bit. Maybe we're seeing half the picture here. There's got to be a little bit of a separation, or like a lack of cohesion between the different gameplay or game styles, right? One game style is trying to simplify things and make things look, sleek and, etc. And the other gameplay style is trying to bring the immersive depth of gameplay that I think a lot of people really want, right? But you can't always have the two in the same room together, when it comes to life and death decisions that you have to make on your ship. Right, let's see if we can get in a situation here where something shoots at me again. Oh, we've lost engines again. Okay, so it seems like jumping and things like that seem to be stressing my power. I don't see a visual representation of that happening. I don't see a red anything on this power thing. I don't see any visual representation of me stressing my so I can't tell what's a bug and what's a feature when it comes to this. Scotland! Right? Yeah, if somebody wants to jump on and help me out for by all means. I just need somebody to shoot at the ship, really. And try and get an understanding of what the visual representations are, audible representations are, what information gets communicated to the player and when. Because all of this is like just so critical for this being a valid and working system that adds to the experience of Star Citizen and doesn't cripple it, Let's see if this thing shoots at me. Well, yeah, the fire extinguisher doesn't use beam technology, and I'm very impressed by the fire extinguisher effects. Yeah, very impressed by that. I think that does look great. I noticed the audio isn't queuing. And I don't know if I can see other people using a fire extinguisher. If that animation and stuff triggers correctly, but we'll see. See if this thing shoots at me. It might not. That's a good question. It's a good question, actually. What does it look like in gravity? Oh. I think his ship's just shut off. Wait, can we put him on fire? Could I, like, start a fire in his cockpit? Oh, here's a person. Where's the person? I heard a person. Oh, it's this person again. Oh, hello! You're back! Hello! Okay. Can you hear me? Flare twice if you can hear me. Alright, when it comes. Hello, can you hear me? I don't know if they can hear me, guys. Last time they shot me and they just disabled my ship and it exploded. But maybe we could be a little bit more scientific. Oh, it's you, Frayne! Okay, it's you, Frayne. Okay. Right, so, what I'm gonna do, alright, let's just... Okay, don't shoot the power this time. Don't shoot the power. Let's shoot something like in the middle of the ship, like just behind the pilot seat. Like let's shoot like somewhere here. You know what I'm saying? Let's shoot somewhere there. And then we'll see what happens. We want to see what comes up on my screen. So, bear in mind I'm in the middle of combat, so you know, it's all kicking off. It's all kicking off for me. I'm in the middle of combat. Oh my god! There's a wolf! Okay. Alright, oh my god, there's a wolf! What am I gonna do? Oh hey Pooks, how's it going? Thank you for the raid, welcome in. Oh my god, there's a wolf, what am I gonna do? Right? And, okay, so... And you're using ballistics, is it? Okay, so there's nothing on my screen suggesting that anything's wrong. Currently. The Shadow God, welcome in. Alright, keep blapping away. Keep blapping away. Shall I bring the shields down? Let me bring the shields down for you. Alright. Right, let's see if we ever get like an inkling of anything going wrong. So bear in mind we're in like incredibly, like, guys, the screen's shaking, everything's going mad. We're in intense combat right now with this wolf. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? My pledge. Okay. Now, keep shooting whatever you're shooting. Alright. Okay. Now you shoot the middle of the ship, not the back of it. Right? No, still... Okay, so I'm getting hit triggers. Okay, so we've got red. Alright, let's leave it at red. Now, so far nothing is telling me that, apart from that, is red. Nothing's telling me that anything's really bad. Oh no, okay, so if I scroll through the website here, with a text I can barely read here. Hold on. If I scroll through the website, let's see. This is the website from the manufacturer about the ship systems. Okay. Right, keep shooting. Shoot something here. Shoot something there. Like, cause I think there's components there. Right. Oh, three damaged. 3 damaged. Okay. 3 damaged. Oh god. Okay, what? It doesn't show me anything. Alright. Repair all. What do you mean repair all? Can I repair from here? Oh. I don't think maybe there's some things I can repair? Okay, so critical... what's that say? Error? Okay, so I see some things are damaged. The cooler is on. Some things are a little bit damaged. Okay. The chain walk is damaged a lot. Repair all. Okay. So let's get back there. Alright. Oh my god, my pledge, alright? And then let's... Oh my god, what is wrong with my ship? What is wrong with my ship? Let me open up the ship status panel. Okay. I see like an orange thing there. That's the best we've got. F2 should open the map. F2 just needs to open a map. Just open the map. Open the map. Alright, F3, ship status. Alright, or F1 ship status. It's the most important thing I need to know right now, is what's my ship status. Stand by. Let me go use the ASOP terminal. Hold on. I'm animating. I'm animating. Guys, stop shooting. Stop shooting the ship. I'm animating. Right. Touch to start. Okay. What on this tells me anything what's happened? Okay? Really. Like, just open it. Like, I'm getting shot. I'm getting shot. Right now. Like, my world is crumbling. My pledge is dying. What on this screen immediately tells me you need to run there right now and go fix this thing. You need to go now to this place and do this thing. Right? Right. I've got to highlight over every single one of these. Right? I've got to, you know what I mean? To get the stat. No. I've got to click on this and see problem detected to power plant problem detected. Like, power plant problem detected! That should be max! Like, at the top! Like, come on! Like, oh my god, my power plant! Like, holy shit, my power plant! Like I said, that website that I'm scrolling through in the pilot seat needs to be here. Needs to be here on the left side, and I should see the status of every single one of my components with the damaged stuff at the top and the critical components in their own separate thing. Critical components. Like, I'm gonna die components in the top left. On the right, I should see a map. It doesn't have to be this fancy. It really doesn't. A 3D a 2D or 3D static representation of the ship that I can move around if I want to, but it should just be there. Just be there. That's your ship, and these are the critical components, and these are the things that have to be fixed immediately, and you need to go here, like, right now, right? Like, my pledge is gonna explode window, exactly, right? And then oh my god, they're boarding my ship. Oh my god, they're boarding my ship. I need to get ready. Oh my god, they're boarding my ship. Okay, I'm gonna hide in here. Okay, I'm gonna open up the menu, and I'm gonna see that the back door's opening. And then that door's opening. And then that door's opening. Oh my god, they're here. They're here. Alright, here we go. Right? Come on. Give me a reason to hide in my toilet. You know? Right, so. Now, just like, going around here. How do I know that any of this stuff is damaged, right? Now, one cool thing. So right now I have to pull out this tractor beam and look at things, right? Underneath each component, let's have a status bar. You talk about physicalization. You talk about physicalizing things. Let's have a visual status bar. Like, literally a health bar. Like, it can look cool, it can look scientific, it can look whatever. But I feel like you would have that in this ship. Because, like, how would a citizen have... Like, what if my contact lenses weren't in today? What if my magic, super magic contact lenses from Microtech weren't in today? What if I hadn't ever been to Microtech? You know? What if I was in Pyro, and I don't want all this guff on my screen? Let's talk physicalization. Let's talk, what is it? Diegetic. Let's have some diegetic stuff. Show me the status of each component on the components, right? Yes, an LCD on each component. Show me the status of the components. When I open this and look at my components, let me understand the health of the component, right? Let me see its health go down real time. Let me fight that in a little mini game as I see the health going down, as they're shooting at me from the outside. Let me understand things, both visually and audibly, without me having to open a menu all the time, without me having to run to a screen, without, you know what I mean? It is combat. It is this. It is this. But I'm doing it with my brain. Right? It is this, but I'm doing it with my brain. It has to be like that. Right, touch to start. Alright, okay, so let's shoot some more. Let's shoot some more. What components was this? This is the cold snap, and okay, let's shoot this thing, whatever that is, the cold snap on that side. Let's shoot that thing. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at visually what's happening. So, I'm an engineer. I've got the stuff open. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at what happens, right, when he's shooting from the outside. Let's have a look at the visuals here. All right. Okay, the audio is very bad. Currently, the audio is very bad, but okay, we have fire. So we have fire. Now, the fire is just fire. By looking here, I still can't tell how damaged this thing's getting. I guess my fire extinguisher doesn't tell me either. And I dropped my fire extinguisher on the ground. So equip this. Alright. Oh, okay, when I'm aiming, I can't aim the fire extinguisher or I will drop it on the ground. Okay. Right, so the audio for the fire is a bit weak. I can't tell if the fire is specifically on that one component, but I guess it kind of looks like it is. So let's fix that. Okay, no audio for that, and no smoke when the fire went out, and I still hear fire coming from somewhere. So I think the audio cues are just they're just all out of whack. Okay, so now I'm pulling out. Now I still, again, I'm looking at this component. I've got no idea what the status is. You know, again, Sea of Thieves. There's a hole. There's water coming out of it. I can tell if it's a small hole, a medium hole, or a big hole. Where is my big hole? Guys, where is my hole? Where's my big hole? What from these do I have to prioritize right now? I cannot. I am getting shot at. The ship is going to die. I cannot run back here. And then touch to start. And now make an assessment. And now run back. Okay, run back. Okay, the captain will fire me. I will have no job, right? And come back here. Now, people are going to shout in the chat. Use your multi-tool. Okay, well let me quickly use my multi-tool. Alright, multi-tool gives me the information. Now why does the multi-tool give me the information? Because we're not actually physicalizing things. We are putting more shit on the screen. We're just putting more shit on the screen. It's not diegetic just because it goes near the component. Alright? Alright, so is this repair mode? Cannot repair material. Why? What are we doing here? Right. So I don't have material, is it? In my little machine here? Alright. So I guess I need to get some material. Frey, have you got any material to fix this shit? It says I can give you. Maybe I could scrape some off the side of the ship. 1 second. Love me some floating UI. It's never my favorite. It's never my favorite it's for me it's like cheating, but I mean look, any UI is better than none, I guess, in certain circumstances. You know what? It's not about the UI, it's about the information. You just need information. Oh look, there's a little, can I repair that? In Space Trucker I could repair that. I could put like a little thing on it and fix it. Pretty sure the shields are on. Sorry, off. All Alright, he's scraping, look. He's scraping. Yeah, so why does my thing not scrape? Can I not scrape with this? Oh, I don't have a canister. Shit. I don't have a canister. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Streamer privilege. Streamer privilege. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, now we have to use another incredible design decision, which is to darken my screen. So I mean, you know, all that immersion got chucked out the window with the fire when my screen got blurred out and darkened, by the way. Anyway. Okay. Right, now we've got this thing. Okay, nice, nice, nice. All right, so let's repair. Okay, so we're repairing. Okay, we're repairing. Can I repair quicker? Oh, we're dead. We're dead. We're dead. 100% we're dead. We're dead. How can I prioritize what to repair if the repair speed's like this? How many engineers am I supposed to have on this ship exactly? We're getting shot at. We're in combat. We've got to time out. Yeah, we're going to have to time out. Okay. Okay, so... Okay, wait. Visual status indicator. Green. Aha! Aha! Okay. So, with a multi-tool, I have green. Okay, so... Good. Okay, so the technology is here. Okay, the technology is here for them to do this. They could have a display screen here. Because the multi-tool is able to see amber or yellow, red and green. Even if there was just an LED light that had green, yellow, you know, or multiple lights that were just, you know, red is dead, green is good, medium, okay? I can without having this, right? The engineer's got this. I'm the captain. Okay? I need to prioritize what they're gonna do. Okay? Right, repair this. I don't think the gameplay should be everyone has to have a multi-tool in their hand. You know? Let the engineer have a multi-tool, right? Anyway. So. Okay, I'm repairing. And confetti's coming out. Or rice. It's very exciting. Okay, I mean we are dead in combat. We are dead. Surely the engineer should be able to determine what needs repaired without the captain having to tell them. No, because then you're just solo. The engineer needs to provide the captain with information. Maybe this is the case. The captain needs to make a determination. Having played enough Sea of Thieves to figure out when sometimes people just have to stop repairing, get up onto the deck and start firing the guns, I'll tell you, all you need is info. I need this engineer right now to be able to understand what is happening to the ship. And he needs to communicate that to me while I am in the middle of dealing with everything else. But right now, he has to come back here. And then we can talk. Right? There's not... Without status bars or something on this gear, or even on the outside, you know, I mean, like, should you even have to open this? Like, on the outside, there should even be, like, some kind of status bar to understand, you know, what is behind here, you know? I mean, by the way, this only says Components Bay 1, okay? So, I mean, I guess I would have to have an understanding of that there is a single shield generator in here and the radar, right? But, you know, realistically, that should be written on the outside, you know, even if it's small, right? I should be able to visually, quickly, efficiently understand what's going on, audibly, visually, what's happening to the ship. Right. Yeah, knowing your ship is kind of important, but it doesn't need to be like, you know, hidden away, really. Okay, so, oh, I can take material from this. No, I can't. Okay. So that's repaired, that's repaired. Okay, I don't know the status of these components unless I go look at that screen. I don't know the status of the components if I look at this screen. So again we're running. Again we're running. And we're running back. Like, understand what this is like. This is like being in Sea of Thieves. The water is coming through the hole in the ship, and you had to run upstairs on the ship to figure out how badly the water was coming in. You know what I mean? Now, all right, so, but of course, you know, you've got this thing. So, right. Now, funnily enough, you know what's hilarious? Funnily enough, Salvage RSI Zeus Mark II ES power plant is the biggest thing on the screen. Wait, this isn't even the status of the... Wait a minute. Oh, I have to be in repair mode. No shit. Part integrity. RMC. Part integrity. Right? That's literally life and death. And life and death is not the biggest thing on this screen right now. You know? On this UI, life and death is not the biggest thing on the screen. But it does say repairs not needed, which is good. Repairs not needed. So at least that's nice and big. Alright, shoot the shit out of the ship. Shoot the shit out of the ship. And I want to see what it's like to be an engineer. Alright. Okay, so this... And ideally, you know, the captain's saying, like, oh, I'm losing power, blah, blah, blah. You know, maybe there's somebody else checking a status screen, so it's kind of two engineers. But he's supposed to be on the remote turret. He's on the remote turret. Oh, dude, this is Integrity 4. How would I know? How would I know? Look at it. That's almost dead. How the hell am I supposed to know that? I've just got to... Like, am I doing this the whole time? No. No. The technology might be here. But the player's understanding of everything needs to be worked on big time. Big time. The panel? I can't run to the panel. I've got a 3-hour repair on this shield I've got to do. By the way, shoot. Okay, just keep shooting. Keep shooting. Keep shooting. I'm gonna try and repair. Keep shooting. I think the ship's even falling. Keep shooting. Swindle. This is a 3-person ship. And I have to shoot back. And I have to navigate. And I have to potentially fight a guy who's coming through here with my gun. Right? You understand? It's not one thing in it's not one thing happening in a bubble. Okay? It's not one thing happening. It's everything happening at the same time. Right? Which is why when one thing is slow or doesn't work or visually doesn't tell you what you need to know quickly and you can't get the job done quickly, we're in big trouble. Because I need to shoot and I need to get back up to the I need to shoot back at the ships. I need to defend the ship. I need to repair the ship. And 3 guys have to do that on this ship. 3 guys. More people will always be the cheat code to winning. More people will always be the cheat code to winning. But I keep bringing Sea of Thieves up as an example, but no other game has done it better. Maybe there's another space game that did it better. But those ships were crew limited. You could not put other people on the ship. You were not allowed, you couldn't load them in. You couldn't load them into the game. A 3-person ship was a 3-person ship, and they must they had to balance for that. Like if he was still shooting right now, we'd 100% be dead. Look at all these components that need to be repaired. Look how slow the repair process is. And I didn't even, looking over here, I don't even know that they need repaired. I don't even know. And let's go to the pilot seat. Bear in mind, there's only 2 crew left on the ship. Maybe there's only 1 guy at the front of the ship now, because the other guy is over here with a fire extinguisher fighting a fire, or a pistol ready to blap this guy as he's coming in. Right? Remember, it's all happening. It's all happening at the same time. Right? There is no wait. There is no stop. There is none of that. It is life and death on the ship. And now we have no power. Try doing that when the cargo is full. Incredible point. Incredible point. And this is something I've been saying for a long time about this game. People are buying ships, and the layouts of ships have been determined by the concept art. The concept art of the ship is drawn up, we like the look of it, and we have to make the gameplay somehow work inside of that shape. And now we're in the MSR, and we're running from the front of the ship through 16 doors or whatever it is to get to the engineering bay at the back of the ship. And that is the difference between life and death, right? And this is where you start to, this is what I've been trying to communicate to people for the last 2 years or more. 2 years or more. When I was walking around these ships physically, I was so amazed and in awe, and it's beautiful. Like, look at the ships, they're lovely. Look at how nice the interior is. But I was thinking, Jesus, I would not want to have this ship when engineering comes in. Because, great point, the cargo blocks all the components. Well, what the hell do we do now? When as an engineer in the cargo bay, my only way of understanding how the components are doing is to pull out a multi-tool and point it in the direction of the individual components. But there's cargo in the way. Or there's a cyclone. And this doesn't tell me what I need to know, which is why I would say you need the Moby Glass. You're going to need the Moby Glass to have engineering status for sure. I have to be over here and understand. And I have to be over here and understand. I have to be out of the ship, I have to be out of my ship, flying towards another ship with my gun out, and understand what's happening to my ship. And remember, people die. People die, guys. Sometimes, people die. It is what it is. It's not nice. It's not a good thing. But maybe the co-pilot is dead. And maybe the co-pilot went flying out the airlock. And maybe the captain got shot with ballistics and he's passed out on the floor. And I'm the only one going. I'm the only one left. There has to be hope. There has to be hope. I need tools. I need tools to give me hope. I have no hope right now with the tools that I have been given. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so right now the room is hot, is it? Right, how do I understand the status of the ship? Right, here we go. Right, power plant failure. Okay, good. That's a power plant failure. Great. Which one? Again, everything on the screen looks fine. Right? Apart from this one thing. I get a massive power plant failure. But like, where is that? Right, where is that? Right, okay, let's click through. Let's click through. Okay, let's click through. Temperature 1,600 and something degrees. Holy shit. Oh wow. Okay. Let's take it offline. I don't think that did anything. Okay. Right. I couldn't even tell what the grey ones were on that screen. Alright. Here we go. Fixed it. Fixed it. Right. So. Yeah. It's, right. So, what I can say is that certain technologies have been coded into the game, and that's a good start. That's a good start. Okay? So maybe they have access to technology and ship technology and APIs and stuff they can tap into or whatever that can be used to make a, maybe the system works. As in, things get damaged, things can be repaired. Okay? Things get damaged, things get repaired. There's a lot about everything else that needs to be worked on, I think. There's a lot of everything else, I think, that needs to be worked on.
Welcome to the Expat Brat system.
But maybe the technology is there, right? Maybe the technology is there. Let's try a different ship. The positive thing is that maybe the technology is there now, right? And now it's just a case of tweaking and balancing to get the right speed, everything. The UI needs a lot of work. The sound needs a lot of work. The visual and audible communication to the player as to what they need to prioritize that they do needs to be ultimately overhauled, right? I think to make it work as a
Your insurance claim.
to make it work in combat. To make it work in combat. Now, is this going to discourage people from fighting? No, it will not. It won't discourage some people from fighting, of course, right? It will make being attacked even more horrendous than it already is. And unless there are some real true consequences to shooting someone, that doesn't just mean claiming a ship again in the next 5 minutes and, going to Clasher for 10 minutes and, you know what I mean? Then there's probably there's probably quite a large deficit in the fairness, not fairness, so to speak, but the consequence scales. The scales of consequence are now extremely in the favor of somebody who started shooting. Especially if you catch people off guard. This will really, 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 really hurt. Again, it is absolutely free to fire a laser beam. The hope and understanding is that if a ship has a crew on it, when you do fire that laser beam, they will be able to also inflict the type of, frustration that you are causing, right? And that you get into some kind of melee, squabble, lasers against lasers, and you have a combat scenario, right, that has an ebb and flow, a back and forth, okay? Because, and again, I'm going to reference Sea of Thieves, there were few cases that, obviously if you got the jump on someone, it was very, it could, if you were a galleon with, your 4 guns and your 4 crew members, and you rocked up on a sloop that wasn't watching around them, looking around them, and didn't see you coming, or, you chose an interesting, the victor can win. Definitely the victor should win. if you planned correctly, if you created an ambush, if you put all the things in your favor, 100% you should be able to win a fight, and potentially quickly. But
Welcome.
in Sea of Thieves, there were very rare occasions where, like, you know, a galleon could rock up to a sloop, start firing all the guns immediately, and that sloop would die straight away. It never happened. It never happened. There was multiple holes would happen in the ship. The water would start to fill slowly. Slowly, the water would start to fill, right? And you had whether it was a minute or 5 minutes, or, you know, you had time to make decisions and act, right? You had time to decide your future, in a way. Are you going to attack the galleon by charging onto it, getting on board, and killing the guys that are shooting the cannons so they can't shoot your ship anymore, right? Are you going to jump on the cannons of the sloop, which you had a single cannon, and start inflicting as much damage to the lower side of the galleon as possible so that they would start getting water, and in so doing so, they might have to take people off the cannons that are shooting at you, so reducing the amount of damage output that they're able to do, and consequently maybe buying you a bit more time, right? One of their crew members has to be retasked by the captain to go and do something else. Do you send one guy downstairs to start repairing, to try and keep you in the fight a little bit longer, while shooting back? Do you try as quick as possible to try and navigate yourself out of the situation? For example, if the galleon was stationary with its anchor down, and you're in a sloop, potentially faster to speed up and go away, would your priority be to, you know, raise the anchor as quick as possible? However, so you could, and drop the sails and navigate. So you had navigate, communicate, you had fight, you had flight, you had repair, you know, and you had boarding. You had all of the elements that they're talking about having in Star Citizen at such a scaled down and controlled environment.
Goodbye. Welcome.
And it created so many incredibly entertaining scenarios because of the thing that I told you about earlier. Because of hope, right? Because of hope. There was hope. You had maybe not a lot of time, but you had time for your brain to assess, look at the damage, look at what's happening to you, look at who is doing it to you, look around you, and make the right or wrong decision. But you could make a decision. You had time, right? Somehow,
Vehicle
Star Citizen needs to find that time.
vehicle has been delivered to the following.
And the systems and UI and everything that I'm currently seeing is so incredibly slow that there is no time. And so you have no gameplay. There is no gameplay. You just die. Right? So, how does Star Citizen find the time, right? For this to be, for the ebb and flow. Now, maybe that's armor. Maybe that's armor. But the thing is, once they get through the armor, we're into the time, right? You know, living and dead. So, this ship was an example of, you know, 2 years ago, I was communicating this based on my history in Sea of Thieves. I was communicating this when I came into Star Citizen. I absolutely loved the ships. I think they look amazing. Everything looks amazing. Everything looks amazing. But they are designed to look amazing. They are designed to look brilliant. But they also need to be designed to work functionally. And I talked a big game back in the day about the importance of the physicality of the environment that you have to have the gameplay within. And this is a great example of a physical space. No, I don't think scrap engineering. No, wrong. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. Wrong answer, in my opinion. I think engineering works in Star Citizen if done correctly. If done correctly, right? If you understand the limitations of the environment that you have to play with, and if you can find the time inside the gameplay loop for that gameplay to happen, right? There is a place where engineering can work. But as I've said, it's extremely difficult. It's so difficult to find the time to physicalize. It's a player running around an environment, right? But this environment is the player. This is the health bar. This is the extension of the player. The ship is the extension of the player. And in the same way I can heal myself, in the same way I can shoot, in the same way I can look around, and in the same way I can move, the ship has to do the same. Right? The ship has to do the same. Okay? In a different way. In a slower way. Right? Because the ship is the player. Right? And you're extending like in the same way that two people in a gunfight. In the same way that two people in a gunfight is potentially more effective than one person in a gunfight. In the way that one guy in a gunfight gets downed, he's got his buddy to pick him back up. And the other guy to pick up the two other guys. That is multi-crew. It is an extension of the individual. And increases the individual's potential for success. In certain scenarios, right? That is multi-crew. And a multi-crew ship has to also feel like an extension of a solo ship. Where a solo ship, it's you, and the ship is you, and it's up to you to increase your survivability alone. But a multi-crew ship should feel like you have been almost risen above, and you'll hold each other up. Yawn by. Some people don't like to hear it, like... Some people don't like reality, unfortunately. It is what it is, guys. Kras can go back to his bubble. And I'll go back to talking about how, potentially, Star Citizen can become the greatest game that's ever been made. So, let's have a look. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing, isn't it? A lot of people just want to, you know, live in a la la land. And some people don't even want Star Citizen to be good or be successful. It works for them for it to be shit. They'll have another game to go and play. But I think there's enough potential in this one to actually give a shit. And I think we should give a shit. And I think we should give our, you know, the only thing I have, guys, is my life experience of being a gamer, playing video games, and doing whatever I do as a day job, which happens to be quite technical and involves working as a team and a big group to achieve something in a small space of time. If I can take any of that, and help a game developer in any way, great. If it doesn't help, whatever, right? But if you're just going to sit on your arse during the development of Star Citizen and go, meh, oh well, it was shit, and then move on, I'm not interested.
You are clear
Right,
to
let's see.
launch.
Right, let's see what an MSR is like. Yeah, you can piss off back to GTA. No, look, I don't like the idea of like, okay, well, if you don't like it, go play something else. I don't think any of that is helpful. I think it's just like when you're in the tech preview, there's no glazing, guys. There's no glazing. You gotta come in, you gotta feel what you feel, and you gotta express. Because this is the moment. This is the moment
Thank you. And please
where
visit
they
again.
need you. This is it. By the time it goes to live, 9 times out of 10, it's way too late. For all we know, we're way too late on engineering too. But here we are. Slightly, perhaps in a position where feedback might actually matter. You know, it might matter. Might be important. You never know. You know, it might get thrown in the bin. But it might matter. And, you know, ideally you're not on Star Citizen right now to play some jank test version of a game. Ideally you're on Star Citizen right now because it's being made. And that's why you play. I don't know. That's why I play. I play for this. Like, I do like the game and development aspect of it. You know, I think it is great. I mean, it's frustrating and it can be a hell of a problem, but yeah. And it can create moments like this where you just suddenly stop. But it's fascinating, isn't it? To be. I think I'd probably be an okay tester, to be fair. Although I'd probably get kicked out for, like, you know, ranting and raving. Let's have a look. I would love the first pass of engineering be make hard deathing a ship very hard. Then have engineering allow you to repair ship components. No fire and all that. First set. Well, the thing is that technically engineering came into the engineering came into the testing a long time ago. You know? And back then with the fuses and kind of like a basic version of this, back then I knew we were in trouble. Not because I didn't want engineering, but because the implementation was a bit like it is now. Where you just kind of look around and go, okay, and when am I supposed to do this? You know? Sorry, what do you want me to do? And how do I know I'm supposed to do that? You know, it's all a bit like that, and it was like that back then, and that's when I had that's when I was having reservations, right? Not reservations about, you know, like, you know, not like, oh, get rid of it, you know, but the angle they were going for might just be a little bit much for the way the game is currently designed. Whether the new flight model and slowing everything down, I mean, who knows, you know? Again, it's hard to judge these things because you always end up trying to judge. You always end up stuck in kind of like a bubble where you're judging like an individual thing, but it's not an individual thing. It's everything happening at the same time, all at once. So this one component is fighting for your time over shooting, looting, flying, communicating, you know, everything else. This thing is fighting for your time. So it can't be everything, right? It can't be everything. But in some moments it will be. And having gameplay that picks the right moments for it to be everything and still letting you get out of it is good gameplay, right? Like those oh shit moments, but you survived. That is amazing gameplay, right? To be honest, we have been spoiled with the amount of content that Star Citizen provides as a player base. A lot of people take it for granted. I debated trying Arc Raiders, but I haven't because of the limitations. The limitations in Arc Raiders? Are you mad? My God! I think every developer of Star Citizen needs to go and play Arc Raiders. Holy shit! Talk about a game that can visibly and audibly communicate what is happening in any given moment, to allow you to make life and death decisions on the spot. Holy shit, that game's amazing at that. Amazing at that. Plus communication. Holy shit. Being able to quickly loot and shoot and, you know, oh my God, it's brilliant. The audio cues in that game alone are just like, just brilliant. Really brilliant. And like the number of things that it's able to communicate to the player, like, you know, with visuals and stuff, like subtle things. Even crazy shit like reloads, like reload animations, for example. Like if you're reloading your gun and you have to suddenly do something else that will interrupt the loading sequence, like of loading your gun, like it will it'll remember where in the loading process you were, and then your character will continue the process of like loading the gun. Like, so if you just slapped the mag in but you didn't you know, hit the release, right, it'll remember, so you'll try and shoot and it won't shoot. Right, you have to hit reload again and then you slap the, you know, it's really cool. You'll slap the thing again and your gun will fire. It's really cool. I played Tarkov. Hated how there was nothing to do. By the way, this ship, I don't know what's going on, but as you can see, I'm struggling away here to just get to Crusader. And I mean, I feel like I've got my power all the way down, like... Ah, the coolers went off. Okay, that's probably going to need to come on. Okay, so I think maybe we're overloading the power. It's like overheating it or something. I played Tarkov, hated how there's nothing to do with the loot you acquired. It's the same in Ark Raiders. There's really nothing to do with the loot. What do you mean? Because there is crafting and there is upgrading your workbenches. There is selling the loot and recycling it, and what else do you want to do? Like, you want to make clothes, or do you want to like build a house? No, like seriously, what do you want to do with it? Yeah, so for some reason, the Star Runner will not jump very far at all. Unless maybe I'm already close enough, but I keep doing these little micro jumps, which is really strange. So maybe I have to... Well, let's see if I can jump all the way to Daymar. Got all power to the coolers? Is that it? No, it doesn't seem to fix it. Alright, so maybe less power? For the coolers? Alright. Okay. Let's go have a look at the engineering terminal, see if we can figure out what's going on here. Okay, where would that be? Yeah. Engineering? Oh, is it only in engineering? Oh shit. Okay. See what I was talking about? The physicalization of ships? Put yourself in the engineer's shoes. Welcome to your windowless prison, scum. Right. Right, so... Let's see, why are these things yellow? Huh. Let me check the health of everything. Seems okay. Waiting around lobbies just breaks the immersion and stuff? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of people didn't like Starfield, right? With the loading screens. Oh, yes, the MSR has more than 2 screens. Let's go. Remember? Remember? 4 screens, guys? Amazing. Right. Okay. Oh, we could kind of cheat this a little bit. Scroll there on that one. Scroll down on that one. Oh, yeah. Best engineering panel ever. Alright, everything looks okay. Okay, so I took a bit of power off. Oh, we lasted a bit longer that time. But we didn't actually jump all the way. That's all off again. Someone on Spectrum suggested an AR mode that allows you to see the state of the components in the ship being anywhere in the ship. You look around, the augmented reality mode would show you the components when you look towards them anywhere in the ship. Kind of cool idea. Yeah, I know, but it's more freaking X-ray vision shit. It's just cheating. Again, man, Sea of Thieves. You don't see through the ship to figure out if you're dying or not. And where you need to go. Alright. It was also not fun to scoop water mid-fight with Sea of Thieves. Yeah, but it was... But that was genius. Honestly, the water of Sea of Thieves is I mean, Sea of Thieves eventually introduced fire, of course. But the water scooping of Sea of Thieves is like the Star Citizen equivalent to fighting fires, which is kind of good actually. That which is kind of good that Star Citizen has a potential version of that. But in all seriousness, I guess the water rising on the ship in Sea of Thieves was the health bar. The health bar depleting. Because when the ship filled with water... So, you know, that's crazy actually. I never even thought about it that way. Sea of Thieves had a visible health bar. A physicalized health bar. Because the water was your health bar. Isn't that crazy? That's so cool. If you wanted to know what your health was, you run downstairs. And if you're the captain and you see the health bar is almost at the bottom, which means like the water is almost up at the staircase, you knew you were in big trouble. But you could still save the ship. We might have to backspace this one, guys. I think it's just scuffed in the MSR. Right. I think one of the big issues is that it's not intuitive. You should be able to look at a display and know exactly what's going on so quickly. Yes, that's what I've been saying for a long time. Gameplay should be fun and not feel like a second job. Yes and no. Yes and no. I think one should try, and I think somebody should be able to become proficient in the gameplay to a point that, like, if you were spending more time doing it, you almost have, like, a way of... Like, somebody who takes it seriously should be able to... you know, have an advantage, right? There needs to be scope and room in the gameplay for people to be bad at it and people to be good at it, right? And then also it needs to have a level of complexity. Not saying it should be complex, but like a level of complexity that make you feel like it makes sense for what you're looking at and listening to, right? If it was just me with a hammer and some sparks coming off the wall, but I'm looking at what I'm looking at in Star Citizen, it is going to feel a bit weird, right? But it doesn't have to be much more than that for it to be good gameplay. I think they're on the right track with the just like the beaming to fix things. I think they're on the right track with that, but I think the visuals and the audio and how that information is communicated to the player is not good. I think they're on the right track with just like hole in ship, put plank. I think all the other stuff is probably where, you know, if there is other stuff, is probably where, you know, they'd have to be careful, like,
Your
overcomplicating
insurance claim
things.
has been sent. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
I think fire is fine.
Your insurance claim.
Fire is fine. Like, if fire's fine if I can visually see the damage it's doing. You know? Like, so I can look at a fire in this room and think, nah, okay, the room isn't that damaged. The fire must be new. But I look at the fire in this room and go, oh shit. That's really, you know, that's obviously been going longer. So I need, you know what I mean? Again, it's just about communicating info to the player as intuitively and realistically as possible for them to be able to make a decision. Yeah, I think there's smoke. I think there's supposed to be some smoke that builds up. Yeah, I think there's supposed to be smoke that builds up, and I think, yeah, like maybe there's going to be like some burn damage and stuff like that. That'd be great, yeah. There's a ton of smoke and heat inside the cargo bay. Should be on fire. I think it's just visual bugs. Okay. Yeah, and the other thing is like, are those visuals being communicated across all players at the same time? That's going to be super important. And also, like, you know, externally, like, is there a way? I guess that's probably where you just have to rely on the heads-up displays if you're shooting at somebody to understand the damage. That's pretty basic. That's just the Red Holland stuff. But but yeah, if you're, I mean, like if you've lost, actually, if you've lost your displays in some way, apart from bits falling off of ships, are there good visual identifiers, like on the outside of a ship, to know if you've done like a lot of damage? I think there is like external fire, right? In some, yeah, so it sounds like everyone's kind of on the same page then. I suggested, well, I mean, strobing, good, great, but I think it should just be a scenario where like on the outside of these component bays, there's a status, like it's like a status LED. Honestly, just a big green bar that goes up and down, like, you know, just super simple. And when I look at the component, there should be like a screen on the component that tells me like how messed up it is. You know, it's not functioning, it's off, it's, you know, there just needs to be a lot more visual information. Yeah, green light, red light, you know, but to a degree. So at the bottom of the component, you could have, you know, red lights down here, red light, red light, red light, red light, orange light, orange light, orange light, yellow light, yellow light, yellow light, green light, green light, green light, blue light, blue light, blue light, and then a white light at the end, right? And I can look at this component immediately and understand its health. And I can look at that one immediately and understand its health. And that one, right, lights. Okay. Yeah, red light. So this one's on amber. This one's you know, amber 3. Okay, amber 3. And I can communicate to the captain immediately by just looking at this. They don't have to be fiddling about in screens. They're shooting somebody and flying and trying for us not to like die via navigation and you know, fighting back. I need to be able to communicate, you know. Quantum drive's almost dead. Okay, repair the quantum drive. Okay. Shield. Okay, and we've got 2 shields. I should be able to see immediately what shield's more messed up. Boom! Straight on it. Straight on it. And I shouldn't even need a multi-tool for it. You know what I mean? I take the multi-tool out and just bang. Multi-tool out, bang. Multi-tool out. Multi-tool out. You know, with the sound effects. Come on. Right? We gotta go, you know? We're getting shot. Like, how slow do you want the combat to be, is the question, really. But there needs to be time for engineering.
You are clear to launch.
Access to a visual is a quick fix. Yeah. Again, I think they have a lot of the technology programmed in. Programmed in. They just need to work on the way it's communicated to the player, visually and audibly. And if they can do that, then you can think about, okay, well, how does it balance in gameplay, right? How fast do things need to be? Now that you can quickly understand the scenario, how long is the scenario going to be, right? how long is a fight? You know, how many opportunities do you have to, and how many different ways do you have of getting yourself out of danger? Yeah, much faster than it is now, for sure. Way faster. Remember, the engineer should not just be engineering. That's another weird thing. Like on a big ship, yes, maybe. You know, it's a big ship, right? He's gonna have to run around, right? But the idea of the engineer crew member being exclusively engineer, some ships don't support that, right? So they don't support more than 2 crew or 3. So again, engineering can't take up an entire game loop. It is one of many game loops. Engineering must add to the game. And add a percentage level of complexity. Not even, no, I take it back, not complexity. A percentage level of depth to the gameplay that increases the fun. That increases the emotions that you feel. And potentially your stress levels. And that's okay, because anytime you're feeling something in a video game, it's a good thing. You know, I don't want to be sitting here brain dead. You know, it's entertainment, right? It's drama. You know, a bit more drama, a bit more spice, a bit more seasoning. It's always good. Of course, don't over-season. Don't over-season. Don't over-season, don't undercook. Maybe we'll put that in a poster. We'll send it to the CIG office. Don't over-season, don't undercook. Stick to that. You'll be grand. Right, how do we... Okay, so power went off again, but we got here. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be the worst. If they get it right, if they get the balance right, it won't be the worst gameplay you can do. I think it's got the potential to be super fun. Okay, thrusters. What? Thrusters. What's happening here? Flight systems overheated. Okay. Okay, that's not good. Is stuff on fire? Wow, what's going on? You know, and again, I can't quickly figure this out, right? Like, what is happening to my ship? Why don't I know already? Why don't I know what's... Like, why don't I know this already? Okay, there's a fire, there's no pew, 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 fire. Right, but I hear a fire now. Somehow a fire started. And I can't open a door. Because there's no power. Okay, I hear a fire. Oh my god, what is going on? Somehow I've overheated a component. Okay, 1 second. Okay. What can I do? Right. Okay, shit. Red's probably bad. Ultra flux off. On. Okay, engineering. Okay, what if I power down the ship? Right, power down the ship. Okay, other stuff's taking damage, I don't know. Jesus Christ, I have to scroll through the website. Oh shit, the power is on, it's on fire. It's on fire. No air, no fire. I don't have a screen here. I can't do it. I can't do anything. Repair all. Let me try. Okay, open all doors. Doors are opening because there's no power. Okay, power's on. I think power's on. Still can't get through a door. I think I hear a fire in the cockpit. I think there is a fire in the cockpit here. I hear it at least. Maybe I'm burning. Oh shit! The temperature's going up. Okay, repair all. What? Okay, there's a free repair. Okay. What is repair all? What? It's like a consumable? Okay, I hear fire. I saw smoke. Can I interact with this when I'm... Okay, thank God. "22 seconds. I don't know what that's doing. Alright, life support. No. Quantum drives won't go on. Power plant's on, but it's going down again. Oh, I still can't get through the damn door. Engineering screen, anywhere? Oh shit, here's one. Fire detected, okay. How do I vent? What? Can I turn the room off or on? Activate door filters. Open door. Okay, 0 atmosphere. Temperature's like super, super high. There's a fire in here I can't see. Just gonna spray everything. All right, I think we're just gonna fry. Pull the fuses. Oh my god, what? Oh my god, the fuse thing. Oh my god, what? Oh no, 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 no. No, we can't be doing fuses. No, 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 no. No, I don't think fuses are going to be the way. Right. Okay. What? Right. What? I don't know if this is working or like what's going on. Settings. Right, the power's now dead. There's a fire I can't see. Wait, what if I could manually open this door with this screen? Wait a minute. Okay, my only survival. Okay, my only survival is I need this door open. I need these doors open. Right, doors. Open. Right, open. Get off the screen. Okay. Okay. Right. Believe it or not, we might be cooling off in Daymar. So my ship has tried to kill me and I haven't done anything. I've not been in combat. My ship is just trying to kill me. Apparently I overheated the power plant with basic flying. And somehow there's a fire in here that I can't see. Right, override. Okay. We're just gonna pretend there's a terrible fire here because I can't see it. Okay. Track to be. Alright, guys, if you want to tune into the next stream, you'll be able to see the repaired ship. Three hours later. Meanwhile, on the battlefield. think it's great that the technology is here, though. It just needs to be really worked on. Visually and everything. Okay, so there's no fuses here. Alright, so apparently there was a fire in here. Now, this is where controversial opinion, guys. Controversial opinion. Fuses have to go. Fuses have to go. I'm sorry, but the fuse thing, it was not the way. It was not the way. But I think it's probably just a level. I think the fuse thing is probably a step too far. I've never quite understood what the fuse was supposed to do, apart from just be pulled out and troll people. Right. So, what's the status now? Oh, apparently there's still a fire in there, and I vented the oxygen. And it's still minus... What? The temperature's now minus 273, but there's a fire. Hey, Scarlet. I don't know where the fire is, though. Okay, so 0 atmosphere, by the way. It still smokes, by the way, so... Answers that question. I like the smoke collision. I like the smoke collision. It's beautiful. Yeah, very nice. Okay. Don't know where this fire is, but here we go. Now, thank you, Scarlet, for the raid. Let's open up our thing and see what the status of the... Oh, wait, no, it's not. Okay, never mind. Oh, this thing's red, okay. Okay, I think that was just a visual glitch, okay. Oh. I think I'm choking? Although I'm not sure. I do have a helmet on. I'm kind of messed up. Except the engineer will arguably be one of the most important people on the ship. No, you gotta understand, there is no engineer. Okay? I think we have to get the idea out of that there is an engineer. There are crew members, okay, that can be assigned to do different things at different times, okay? If you're hoping just to be an engineer in Star Citizen, probably you're looking at, like, I think a capital ship at least. You will be doing other stuff. There has to be other stuff. Like, if I think, you know, in Sea of Thieves, I like hammering the boards onto the holes, because I'm also using the guns and I'm shooting, and I'm also defending the ship, and I'm also doing everything else. So I don't necessarily think it's going to be that much of a dedicated role. Oh, there must be fire here. There must be fire here. I don't know where it is, but maybe there is some fire here. Okay. We're just gonna do that. I don't see it, but does our hand still go up? Okay. Oh, yeah, hand goes up here, so maybe there's fire here. It's a weird way of detecting fire, but here we go. I don't know. I don't ask these questions. Right? Oh, there's a temperature gauge? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. There is a temperature gauge. Okay. Oh, must be fire here? Or it's just the power plant being... Oh, must be fire here? So it's really hot? Or no? Maybe it's just the components are hot? Okay. Okay, now, see, because doors don't open anymore. Wait, let me just double check I've fixed the power plant. Make sure I have the right tractor beam. Can we just get like a repair tool? Can it just be a repair tool? Like specifically for the job? Oh my god. Right. Right. Okay, now I have to manually open this door. So I can get to the cockpit. Okay. Okay. Engines? Okay. Haran Huzzah? Question mark? Hey! Best engineer ever. My god, what a bunch of bullshit, but we managed to get moving again. Jesus. Right. Okay. Right, switch the coolers on. Yeah. Alright, let's do that. Let's scroll through the Amazon webpage and turn the cooler on. Haranazah. Let's have a little bit of life support. And we've got a fire again. Ah, brilliant! Oh, God. No idea where it is. Okay. Oh, there it is! Oh, jeez, what have I done now? Oh. Oh, jeez. God! Oh, it's spreading. Of course it's spreading. Brilliant. Oh, God. Turned once. Oh, it's the whole ship, isn't it? Wait, let me just... 1 second. Let me just log into the website and figure out what's going on here. Okay, fire detected. Well, no shit. But why? But why? Please, screen. Please, screen. Tell me why. Is there anyone that can tell me why? Oh! Hey! Oh, God. Right, we're just fighting fire. Oh, and we got the smoke now. Brilliant. We actually have the smoke. So, oh my God, there's so much smoke. I can't see anything. Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm here. Okay. What is the status of the ship? What do I need to run to? I've got no freaking clue. Ah, that's right. Okay. Oh, oh, my fire extinguisher's dead. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can find another one. Okay. There's got to be another. There's got to be a fire extinguisher on the ship somewhere. Yes. Oh, but I'm a female character, so. Ah. Wait a minute. What if I crouch? Crouch. Haraniza! Right, I'm just blasting. There's no audio to go with any of this, but... just blasting the fire extinguisher. Okay. Somehow I've got to get to the screen. I've got to try and undo whatever I just did. Oh well, I mean, it's all gone. It's all gone Pete Tong anyway. Excelsior! Off! Right, everything off. Everything off. Right, everything off. Scroll through the Amazon website. Wait. Oh no, I'm gonna buy that. Wait, I'm gonna buy that. Wait. Right. Hold on. Right, hold on. Right, everything's off, so there should be nothing causing fire anymore. I just have to somehow put it out. I don't think it's going out. I don't think it's going out. Is it outside? Is it space fire? Oh god, it's space fire, guys. Might be no way to get rid of it. Oh jeez. Abandoned ship! Yeah, we need the info on the we need the info on the Moby Glass. You know what would be super sick? I actually saw a game that had like a, you know, on the arm there was like a map on the arm. Oh, I mean, technically I do have a mini map on the top left, but I don't like it. I don't like to use it. I think it's, but it'd be really cool if like on your arm there was a mini map, a little map. I don't know if there's a way to kill this fire. This fire just kind of started and just never stopped. I don't know how much damage it does to the actual ship, like. I just don't think I'm doing anything. Oh my god, you know what I think this is? I think this is lag. Right, hear me out. I think the ship was on fire ages ago. Remember how we were hearing audio but we never saw fire? I think like all of a sudden like it like caught up or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm actually fighting this fire right now, or if I'm fighting the fire in the future. You know? This could be future fire. Yeah. Maybe there is no fire. Maybe the fire is a lie. Or maybe I have to close the back door before I can fight the fire. I mean, the whole ship is vented, so I don't know how there's fire anyway, but... Right, close this door. Oh, the door's got a lock on it now. Nice. Right. Door's closed. Nice. I won't be able to open this door from here, will I? No. Alright. So. What's another ship we can try, guys? Yeah, I shut down everything. Okay. Let's have a look. Maybe I can still self-destruct. Like, without this ship, I don't want to live. Don't want to live anymore without my pledge. My pledge, guys. Can't even do the shutdown sequence. Engines on. I'm going down. It's time to crash and burn. It burns! Yeah, it was kind of weird that the whole ship could be on fire. I could still, like, power my way down to the surface. Yeah, cool, okay, cool, right. All right. Respawn number, I don't know how many. Right, let's have a look. somebody said, okay, try a solo ship. I like that I'm spawning on this space station though. It's kind of handy. Right. Right, what's another good ship to test engineering? I need to figure out, like, how do we stop? I mean, the Paladin's new, right? Does the Paladin has components and stuff? The Intrepid? Guys, I'm not flying an Intrepid. I will not be in that ship. What about the Vulture? Oh, the Fortune. The Fortune. I was going to do the Fortune. No, guys.
Welcome.
Right. Technically, the Fortune is a solar ship, right? So.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you.
The Apollo might have a working vent system. Interesting.
Vehicle selected.
Yes, I'm Intrepidist, guys. I'm Intrepidist. I won't go in it. I won't go in it. All right. So we're gonna do a quick viewership check, guys. Right. So 07's in the chat. If you're watching the stream, anybody watching the stream, just click on the chat and do 07 in the chat. 07, 07, whatever it is. I'm going to see if the number goes up, if the viewer number goes up. We're testing this. Because apparently it's something to do with, like, lurkers don't get counted anymore. Something. But I don't think so. I don't think that's true. I don't do any of that view botting or any of that crazy shit. Just turn on OBS and click stream. and then the stream magically happens. Yeah, okay, so I don't think the numbers changed. Let me refresh the page. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. No, I don't think the number really changed. I don't think so, Sim. Somebody was saying that it was a thing, or it was a thing, or they made it a thing at one point. I don't think it's true. I like my lurkers. I think if you're just sitting in a bush, with an iPad watching the stream, you know, no big deal. I think people should be allowed to watch this stream when they're in the bath, you know? And I wouldn't say it would be a good idea to try and type, you know? That would be dangerous, right? I think if you're sitting in the cockpit of a 747, you know, and you've got your phone out and your Starlink's working that day, I think you should be able to watch this stream, you know? But again, you should probably not be typing, you know? You're hiding in the closet? Perfect, right? Lurking eating a donut? Perfect. Yeah, because you don't want to be typing when you're eating donuts. It's sticky, it's going to get all over the key. Well, no, I'm not going to finish that. Somebody will quote that out of context. It's sticky and it gets all over the keyboard. Ah, Jesus. Alright. Lurking and mining. There you go. See? Got it mining. People are mining. Doing all kinds of shit. You don't have time to type. Right, so. Apparently my fortune's there. Oh, who's this? Who's this? Oh, there's a Morozov man. Hello, Morozov man. Who's Morozov man? Oh, he's being very cool, isn't he? With the oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I can do that too. Right. Alright, let's see the fortune. I gave up on the Star Runner. Maybe that's, yeah, maybe that is the new wave. Wipe the eyes. And by the way, guys, the reason why you're not seeing me walking and talking and my face moving is because FOIP is not working in the tech preview. The Hercules song. Ooh. Hercules, Hercules. Okay. Got shields. Oh, look, clearly labeled component base. Cooler, nice. See, this ship has some of the things you need. Clearly labeled components. Okay, now. Radar, life support, gravity gen. Yeah, every ship needs to have its component base labeled. Shield, computer. There's no computer. Lame. Right. Right, let's play. Let's try not to accidentally ship the put the ship entirely on fire just by flying around. Okay. Well, so slightly bad news. The panels on the now it's working. Now it's working. Okay. 4 screens. I've got to say 4 screens. Excellent. For the fortune. When we're scrolling the Amazon website here. Oh, we can at least maybe put it to one of the more critical components. Or maybe we just set the oh god, I can't scroll up. Jesus. Right. Critical. Right, critical. There we go. Critical. And then we'll do over here's my power. Okay. Okay, my power. Everything looks okay. And then my status and target status. Okay, okay. So see, this is why I'm saying we need 4 screens in ships, because at least now I can maybe have an idea what's going on here. Okay. But not really, because anyway, the UI. Right. Alright, here we go. Up and away. Okay, quantum drive.
We're sorry. You exceeded the allotted time to depart. We will have to return your ship to storage. Thank you, and please visit again.
Okay, critical components. Target status. Okay. Let's see if we can jump without going on fire again. Oh! Oh, something just went off. Okay, I think we're okay. Okay. But my engines My engines powered off on their own in quantum. But we've still got 6 output remaining. So we're not like using all of our power. Oh, engines just went off again. Let's go somewhere with the sun up. Yeah. Yeah, now they're see-through and hard to see. Yeah. Okay, everything seems to be holding together. Life support's on. Let's watch this quantum drive, what happens to the engines. Why do they go off? Oh, they stayed on that time. Okay. Let's see, can we push more power into it? The temperature's not overheating. Oh, no power? Oh, that's for the quantum drive, okay. Fine. Oh, I've extended my nozzle. I didn't mean to get my nozzle out, chat. I'm so sorry. Let me put that away. I was just really excited that things seem to be working. Alright, now let's go up to these guys and see if they might be a little bit aggressive towards me. Let's try a real combat scenario. I don't know if they're actually going to shoot, but we'll see. I'm going to start shooting at them. Are they just going to fly straight into the space? Oh my. Oh my god. They're just going to fly straight into the space station. Look at that. Wow. Okay. That's Star Citizen. Right, so let's see if any of these guys want to have a little fight. Let's put some power to guns. Let's try and put some power to guns. Oh, yes, we're getting shot. Amazing. Okay, sweet. Okay, we don't have pips for this guy. Hits, hits, hits. we're starting to take some hits, but so far so good. Oh, I hear a fire. I hear a fire. Okay. So, nav mode. I'm noising, I think, or I was trying to noise. And nothing's come up on my screen and said that's a fire. There's no warning alert. I just hear fire. Okay, so noise, nav mode. All right, make sure we're at a safe distance. Of course, players aren't going to just let you fly away, but you know, but here we go. Okay. Now quickly out my seat. Okay. Right, equip the fire extinguisher. Okay, I guess we already have one. Okay, I hear a fire. Where is it? Is it in the toilet? Wait a minute. Right. Okay, there's another contact, which I wouldn't know if I was fighting a fire. Okay. That's none of that is the fire extinguisher. Okay, maybe we don't have one. Okay. Just have a little spray where we hear the sound. Maybe the guns are on fire? Maybe nothing's on fire and it's just like damage sound. Alright, everything looks fine. We're just gonna carry on. Right, I heard a fire. I think it was just bad audio. There's nothing coming up on my screens. Okay, nothing says it's damaged. Okay, some components are damaged. Okay. But I think we're still okay. Okay. Gonna go back in. Feels like the ship's quite slow. Definitely slow for being in nav mode. Thrusters don't seem that damaged. Target this guy. Redistribute the power that goes to the QT. sure if this guy's going to fight back. We'll see. We'll get in a little fight with him. Oh my god, look at this amazing battle we're having. This guy might not shoot back. Wow, I've got a lot of shots in these guns, don't I? I wonder if I've put him on fire. So of course the NPCs aren't going to do engineering, are they? This guy's chilling, look. He's just floating away. I think he's just disabled. Okay. Let's go after these guys. Oh my god. Reflection on that, wow. Yeah, I think a lot of these guys are just gonna fly into the space station. Oh no, we might have a fight. Oh, we've got a fight, nice. Alright, here we go. Now, obviously I'm not in a combat ship, but neither are these guys. So apart from them outnumbering me, it's kind of a fair fight, really. Okay, let's put more power into the shields. Okay. Alright, so far nothing's critically damaged. Just fighting away this one guy here. Shields haven't come down yet. Starting to get a hit, okay. Okay, let's let this guy crack on a bit. So the AI's a bit brain dead, so we'll just let them crack on. Come on, AI. Come on. There we go. We're starting to get our shields a little bit. Come on. Come on, guys. There we go. Okay, there's a shield failure. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we might get some damaged components here. Again, I'm in combat, right? Look at this, look at this. I can't move because I'm flicking through a screen. Right, critical errors. Right, stick it on there. Let's go back into the scrum. My god, what an epic space battle of prospectors! Oh no, he's coming right for us! It's a good shot. Oh, they might take my shield down again. Here we go. They actually shoot me so infrequently that I need all of them to shoot. Oh, almost super shields, come on! That's it! Right, I'm just gonna sit here and get shot a bit. Alright, now they're shooting the shit out of me. Okay. Okay, so alert shields down.
Contact received.
So critical shield generator. I hear fire. I don't know if it's a fake fire again. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to still be in there, right? So wait a minute. So I'm taking critical damage, but I need to repair. So I mean, I guess you have to like run. But I can't. Oh shit! I can't stick my ship on cruise control anymore, and just let it glide. That's what I need to be able to do. I need to like go in cruise control because right now I have to just do this. Okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Close. Okay, we got a fire, we got a fire. Okay, there was a fire. Okay, they're shooting the shit out of me. Okay, well, what do I do now? Oh, jeez. It's all gone dark. I think where's the power plant? Okay, engineering scream. Reactor critical! Explosion in 40 seconds! What? What do you mean? Where is the reactor? I can fix it! How many more seconds I got? 20 seconds? Shit, I can't, ah. Forget it. Goodbye, Fortune. I tried. Well, at least we didn't instantly explode. And so our gameplay continues. That is one good thing. That is one good thing. So the reactor goes critical. I don't know if there's a way back from that. The critical reactor is very quick, so I mean, I don't know if you can repair that. But at least the gameplay continues, right? So this is one thing that Star Citizen needed to have happen, right? Where the gameplay now potentially continues. That there wasn't a full kill scenario in that situation. Like, there was a chance to escape. Where's the brightness? Ah, okay. So we survived the ship getting destroyed. You could jettison components. I don't think when I was getting blasted by all those laser beams, there would have been much time to really think about pulling out my tractor beam, yoinking the thing out, and throwing it out the back, but well, I don't think there should really be a lottery for that. I think that's a good thing that you can potentially escape the ship. I think you should be able to escape. I don't mind the ship blowing up, actually, but an escape is good. Right, 9 bullets. Oh my gosh, terrible aim. I need to get in a loot room.
Today
Store. Okay. If I can get into a loot room, I can take my helmet off. And I can eat and drink something. It's literally like a shed I can hide in. And get supplies. This is how I survive. Oh! Oh, keycard required. No! Oh! Oh, don't tell me this is still a thing. Okay. So I need to somehow put this thing in my hand. Put it in the door. And then, oh god. Okay.
Bring it.
Kill those guys. Thing in hand. Could I maybe hit them with fire extinguisher? Okay, now I've got food, drink, ammo, and potentially weapons. P4 AR magazine? No way. Okay, nice. Alright, so we've got some ammo. A Pembroke suit? Is that for heat? That might help me survive Daymar. But somehow I need to fly up and kidnap a ship. Yo, penguin party. Nice. Pickles, decent. Need rations. Med pens, need those to survive. Put a medical attachment into my multi-tool. I need a recharge for it. Medical box. Okay. Ourselves with this. Let's check in here for fluids. Right, now. I need to somehow get off this platform. Wait, I thought I picked up P4 AR. Oh, P4 ammo I picked up. Shit. Alright. Oh, we need a different gun then. Just for now at least. Right, I think we have to ditch this gun that's in our hand. Okay. Go with the F-55. Just try and blast our way to... Maybe I can hijack one of these ships that's flying around using this ballistic ammo, which I need to save so I can get into one of the doors. Oh shit, is this... Wait, this is Daymar, so I can fly, right? there's one of the busted ships that I think hit the landing pad. Okay, it's one of the NPC ships. Maybe I can get in? Okay, this is going to be a prospector, so I think this door's my only chance. I don't know if door's open. Do doors open? I don't know if this has a door that I could just... that'll swing open, to be honest. Shit, ammo's gone. If that ship has life in it, I could use it. Need to steal a gun. Bro. Okay, pistol. Shotgun to my left. I think he's up high. Player? Distract him with smoke? Nice. Grenade? Player body here. See if there's anything I can loot. There's a Polaris! There was a Polaris here. It's floating around. That's my way out. Okay, shit. Oh, I need this guy's gun. I can't take his gun. Okay, if I can get a Galant, I've got ammo. I've got tons of ammo. Okay. Oh, I need his gun. I need your gun, dude. Tier 1, tier 0. Right. Okay. The only thing I can think is, where's the Polaris? Right, can I see a Polaris from here? Can I find a guy here with a gallant? Bingo. Drop. We're in business. Okay. Now I need to look over the platform and see if I can see Polaris. Let's go. That might be my way out. All right, EVA. But you see what surviving a ship has done to my gameplay? All the extra stuff that has happened since. That's the power that Star Citizen potentially has if they get it right. You know? If they get the engineering right. You know, all of these things, if they get them right. This is the extra stuff you could do. Continuing, I've been talking for ages, years about continuing the fight. Continuing the fight. And the fight is just to stay alive in this sandbox. Do whatever you have to do. And the fact that I didn't die in my ship has enabled this. And it's not in my Moby Glass. It's not in the Moby Glass. I'm telling you, the fun in Star Citizen is not in your Moby Glass if they get it right. Alright, what if the shields are up? Just gotta hope that maybe it's open somewhere. Right, side doors are closed. Top hanger's closed. Side door's closed. Now, if this ship was abandoned for long enough, wouldn't you think I'd be able to open the door or something, you know? Should be able to, right? That's a good sign. We're in. Let's hope this thing's still working. Engines on. Polaris missile rack is the only thing that's damaged. Power to engines. Power set. Set Seraphim Station. Yeah, the map's just gonna have to be the map. Like, none of this like in your ship stuff. And then a different key for in your ship. Shit, engines are off. Here we go. Went there in a fortune. Trying to get home in a Polaris. Looks like the power's held up. Let's turn off this HUD gubbins. And we've made it back to Seraphim. Never give up. Never surrender. See if I
Please
can get
proceed to
docking
assigned
permission.
landing bay.
Docking port 1. Okay, now I just need to remember how to dock this thing. Swing around. Get her in the ballpark. Oh, oh, that looks good. Maybe that's close enough. Oh, I was the wrong way round. Oh well. It's fine. Look at my incredible piloting skills. Docking complete. From death to the floating shopping mall. In 50 very frustrating steps. Nice. Well, engineering's got a ways to go. But at least we can carry our helmets now. Well, we came, we saw, and we tested. Exclamation mark Discord if you want to join the Discord. Follow the channel if you've enjoyed what you've seen. And this is my YouTube, by the way. Boosh. Let's find somewhere to go. Time for me to get some sleep. Let's go here for a change. Gonji and Josh, thank you for the sub. Thank you. User interface, user experience, a player's understanding of where they are and what they need to do to stay alive.
We will have to return your ship to storage.
That is what engineering needs more than anything else before going forward. Visually, interface, audibly, everything. Putting a plank on a hole that water is coming in. Choosing what plank, what hole, when, where, how, why, in combat, in stress, at speed, with everything else working at the same time. Fuses aren't going to do it. You got some more work to do, guys. But keep trying. Keep going. It's worth it.